Being single in your 30s is waking up alone, but also loving having a queen-size bed to yourself. It's living in a very pink apartment and wishing there was someone in it with you. It's loving your alone time, but also wishing you weren't alone so much. It's wanting to go on a vacation, but not knowing who to go with. It's loving your life, but also wondering what if.
Man, that was so sad, I almost shed a tear. But what is going on, gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Women Dating Over 30. Because we're gonna kick it off with apparently no one. Someone's not doing his job around here. Production, please. Production. There we go. Well, let's start, guys. Leave me your thoughts in the comments.
If you're dating and you meet this guy who's like giving you goosebumps and it's fireworks and you cannot wait until you see him again, and then if he doesn't text you, all you can think about is him, and you start to think inside of you that this must be love because I feel so much for this person and I cannot stop thinking about him. If this is happening, there is something really important that I want you to know. You may think that because he's not texting you, he's more valuable. You want him to get in touch with you because you have this sort of live or die feeling. You know inside of you that he's your person. This is connection.
Guys, just to stop on the usual thinking of modern women, the reason why women view as so valuable a man who is unavailable is because they have so many options, and they have at the tip of their fingers like 300 men, and this in part, like, yes, women can still choose who they want to date, but this is in part, guys, due to simps as well. I blame simps equally. Like, men who are simps and just are willing to do anything for women who don't even know their name, don't even care, are so damaging to society because they give these entitled women the ability to do this thing and to have standards so high. If all the simps stopped existing, if we take them to another planet and we, put them to live there, women, when they face the lack of attention towards them, the lack of validation, guys, see their standards drop and see them come crawling back on their feet, on their knees, excuse me, to men's feet. I swear, guys, it's equally a problem created by simps who give women the ability to be entitled like hell. But now, what do you think? Let's continue.
This is love. It's gotta be love when you feel all these things, right? But it's not the truth. The truth is that if you're feeling all these intense emotions for someone who is maybe wishy-washy or inconsistent, then it's your triggered nervous system. This doesn't mean that this person necessarily is wrong for you, but what it is that it is an invitation for you to remain in your feminine energy so that you recognize that this might be a red flag, not necessarily about him, but a red flag about what is happening in this dynamic. To remain in your feminine energy is always going to be the most helpful thing. And we're like covering up for everything in our lives with our masculine energy. It's impossible for us to see the situation for what it actually is. For more feminine energy relationship tips, please go to my bio and download my free ebook and hit.
Yeah, so advertisement right there. But what can I say, gentlemen? I actually agree with this woman on many things, and it is that it's really backwards the way that women operate nowadays, because they've been the passive one, throughout history. Men are the ones who chase, who do the providing. Men have to impress women, and nowadays you just have it so backwards where women are the ones who are actually chasing the bad boys, and the bad boys are not doing anything. They're just writing like, hey, you up for a date at 2 a.m. in the morning, and women will go there. It's like, it's so backwards, and this really confuses men in today's society because they like instinctively think that if I want a woman to like me, I have to provide for her. I have to show her, that she's secure with me, that I will be there, that I have to gift her things. It's the way we've been taught. It's the way it has walked up, up until a century ago, and now it's changed, guys. It's changed for an indefinite amount of time, and this is how it goes right now. Right now, if you show women attention, if you show women that you are there to give them the world, they'll just flee because they could have that from any other guy. So that when you show them that, their first question is, "Can I get someone better?" And in their minds, guys, in their insane minds with high standards, they think that they can. So the chances of a woman committing to you after you show her that you will give her the world and the stars is close to zero. They just flee from that, and they think that if they commit to you, they're losing out on many other men.
Y'all, let me tell you why I am just choosing not to date, okay? I'm having a casual exchange with the person via messages, right? And the conversation is cute, casual, whatever. He's telling me where he's from, why he's in Minnesota, where he came from before here, where he's from, Basically, he landed in my state because his 2 daughters are here. He has a 20-year-old and a 12-year-old daughter. Boom. Then he follows up after telling me about his children and asks me if I have any kids and if I wanted any more. I said, I don't want any more kids. And I do have a daughter, a 14-year-old. And he's like, oh, your daughter is 2 years older than my youngest. I understand why you don't want any more children because you are kind of up in age. Sir, I'm 35. You're 41. Nigga, neither of us is up in age. For that to be his response, not why don't you want any more kids, like maybe I had a complicated pregnancy. Not, oh, I get it. If I was you, I wouldn't want any more kids either because you're up in age. Wrap it up, sir. Wrap it up. Conversation is over. I'm not interested. Thank you for your time. That was so rude, but I guess this is why I'm staying single. I don't have time for bullshit conversation. I don't.
No, what a king. Actually, he dodged the bullet with that statement right there, so kudos to him. And guys, he's totally correct. Like, the span of time that you have to have children is small, excuse me. And, probably this guy, his mother, got him when she was 24. You know what I mean? Like, guys, it's literally all human history. Women have been having kids in their 20s. Late 20s was like really old, And now, guys, like in the last century, less than a century, we're trying to normalize having kids at 37, 38, 40. It's like, what the hell, man? Yes, times have changed. Yes, they have. But regarding marriage, concerning marriage and relationships, you should not be starting to date at 35. So we have this divorced woman, and she's dating at 35. At this point, it's absolutely fair to assume that your age is, probably the reason why you don't want to have kids. Am I the only one, guys, who, kind of sees this like something normal? Yes, women get really pissed when you remind them of their age, but still, I don't know, this guy really didn't say something extraordinarily absurd or something. Guys, and I also wanted to mention, notice how when he said something that she didn't like, which wasn't something bad at all, but anyway, she just said, oh, all right, well, I'm not going to see you anymore. You lost your chance. He was the one who ends up losing in this woman's mind. Again, guys, just this proves my last point of how entitled women are. A woman a century ago, if she was in her mid-30s and she was a single mother, she wouldn't have the opportunities and chances that this woman has right now. This woman here doesn't care at all because she has 100 simps lined up. You know, some wanting bedroom fun, some wanting to commit, some wanting to marry her. Disgusting, I know. Some wanting to go on a date and pay her meal just for the chance to talk to a woman. It's disgusting, guys. It's disgusting. Like, we have men out here giving women all the opportunities they can, you know, they can have and want. So there's no accountability from these sort of women. If they don't like a guy because he made a rude comment, the most absurd little bullcrap thingy, they're just gonna pass because they want something new. The options that these women have is just absurd, and this is why, yes, men are to blame for women having so many options, but women are always to blame when they end up in their 30s single, because they've had, you know, in this 10 years from 20 to 30, they've had, guys, thousands of opportunities to secure that Prince Charming. And if they haven't, well, it's a big ass red flag.
What I was saying in that video is that if you ask someone out and then change your mind and say, oh no, wait, I want to FaceTime instead, no, that is not, that's bullshit. Also, you guys realize, like, girls can be catfish too, right? Like, it's not just guys that this happens to, but the fact that I want to meet you indicates that I'm not a catfish, right? Because if you meet me and I'm not the same as my profile, I would think you have every right to leave. Now, this doesn't mean that if she's not 100% what you expect, you can walk out the door. But, like, yeah, if they're using, guy or girl, it doesn't matter. If they're using pictures from, like, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and it's obviously not them as current day, that's not, they entered into this date, entered into this conversation with you over said dating app in bad faith. That's the word I was trying to think of. But here you guys all are out here wanting to put in as little effort as possible, in order to see if she meets every single qualification that you have, and then when she does, maybe you'll figure out. That's giving me—
What? Men have qualifications other than be alive and be a woman and don't be a pain in the neck? Those are the qualifications, you know, all the qualifications that you're talking about? Let her end her story, guys, and we'll commentate.
me small dick energy, and I'm not here for it.
All right.
And that's fine. You may not be my cup of tea. I am
Straight to the insult, guys. Small D energy, straight to the insults. You know, guys, when men don't want to put effort, small D energy. So when men don't want to pay for the date, treat me as a queen, treat me as a lady, you know, be there at all times for me, even though I haven't, you know, given anything in return, even though I probably won't because I'm dating multiple men at a time, they still have to bring in the A game, damn it, you know? And otherwise, it's small D energy. Like, get out of here, man. We're not putting in effort, guys. We're not. Because as mentioned, times have changed. Before, you know, in the past, yes, men, you know, this process of courtship used to be men showing that they are, you know, a stable option, that they are loyal, that they're there to treat you like a queen, to treat you like a princess, to make you their first priority. And then women used to like this. Not anymore. They don't. They like it, but that doesn't mean that they will commit to you. They just want to keep you as a small little simp, like a slave, essentially, just to be there to provide what they want, and they're not giving anything in return. It's not a deal that men with self-respect are willing to make. So this is why we're not giving in any effort, because it's been proven time and time again that men who do this are simps that don't get anywhere. They are literally being manipulated, and they, you know, they just stay there. They never get out of the friend zone, people who invest, you know. So yeah, we're not doing that. And you chose it to be this way. You are the one who got, you know, all that men could offer, and you refused it to go and give Chad what, you know, other men wanted for free without him having to do anything. So, as people like to say, chivalry is dead, women killed it. Relationships are dead, women kill them.
You may not be my cup of tea. I am a very traditional woman. I want a relatively traditional guy. which means I want him to ask me out on an actual date. Now, I'm not saying if you live hours apart that FaceTime isn't an adequate way to go for the first few while until you can arrange to figure out how you're going to meet each other. Of course. But if you live in my same town, nah, FaceTime is a cop-out to the extreme. And you may not agree with that. That's fine. Then this obviously isn't going to work. Also, I'm really not coming for this guy in particular. There are so many guys in my comments being like, catfishes happen. Yeah, they happen on both sides of the fence. It's a chance you take when you're online dating. If you're not willing to accept that risk, you shouldn't be online dating. But again, just my 2 cents. Take it or leave.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it. Guys, this is why I think this woman is full of crap. I don't think she is traditional, right? She said, oh, I'm a traditional woman. Guys, this is my opinion. Feel free to disagree in the comments down below. But traditional women, they don't date online. Right? And here's why. First off, they don't particularly fancy the idea of having a roster, dating multiple men, seeing a different guy every week. You know, that's one thing. The second thing, real traditional women who don't want to have a lot of relationships, who focus on having a stable one, having a family, etc. Those sort of women, finding a man is literally the easiest thing. Right? Those sort of women, guys, are like diamonds in our society. They're extremely rare. They are, you know, inaccessible to the common man. Like, we have such a short supply of actually traditional women that each one of them is immediately taken. So, being a traditional woman, not being, you know, but still being single, and then dating online multiple times, not being able to find anyone, I don't know, guys. It smells like crap. This woman is full of crap. I'm not buying it. It's absolutely false. She's not traditional. Traditional women don't date multiple guys. They don't need to in the first place. Second, they don't. They just don't. Right? They don't have a roster. They don't date multiple men, and they don't end up in their 30s wanting men.
Leave it. You don't have to agree with it. That's fine. It's the way that I look at it, and it's my life, and it's my dating life that is impacted by this, not yours. So, see you later.
Oh, another thing that a lot of guys do on their profiles, their dating profiles, is when they take a mirror selfie and the mirror is so dirty. Like, it's nasty. I'm like, you're not getting matches because we can literally see your dirty house, your dirty mirror, your dirty clothes on the floor, everything behind you. And you didn't decide, maybe I should clean the mirror, maybe I should clean my place before I try to, like, attract women. Like, I've seen so many dudes, their mirror is just filled with spots of the spit and the toothpaste. And I'm like, if you don't clean your mirror, I don't even want to be near you. Like, clean your mirrors, man, please. For yourself.
All right, guys, now, this woman's narrative is bullcrap. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to phrase her philosophy in another way. Guys, if you can't date, if you can't be with women, here's what you're going to do. Clean your mirror. It's a 100% tested approach that will, you know, make you extremely successful with women. You see how bullcrap that sounds? Guys, every time I hear women say, I like men who, period, etc., or I don't like men who, etc., I think about something else, guys. I think about the sky, the clouds, because everything they mention after those 2 sentences is never true. So in this instance, men on dating apps just with their mirrors so dirty, I will never date those sort of men. Like it matters, guys. Yes, in some sense it does, you know, everything we wear or do matters in some little aspect. But guys, we all know that if she sees Chad, she can have crap on that mirror and she will still go to his house at 2 a.m. in the morning in a thunderstorm. You know, this is why this narrative is so bullcrap. Like, mirrors being clean or dirty, they don't shape your experience with women. They don't change anything at all. If you are Chad, you're gonna get women no matter what. And if you're not Chad, you probably won't, you know. Like, guys, men who are attractive and you know, perceived by women as attractive and they like them, they can be obscene. they can be mean, they can chat too much or not talk at all, or they can invite them to a date in a McDonald's. They don't care. When chat is chat, they just, you know, drop their pennies on the first date, and they don't care about mirrors or you know, toothpaste spots or whatever this nonsense is. Like, you're out here trying to tell us that, oh yeah, you know, fix your mirrors before you try to be with women. It's not gonna solve anything. The mirror is not the problem. You know, I'm not saying that you should have dirty mirrors. I'm just saying cleaning your mirror won't help you in today's dating world. Why? Because it's all basically 99.9% of the cases, women have made up their minds before they've even talked to you. You know, before you've had a chance at actually doing something. Because most women today just go for the looks, for the gym, and if you happen to be toxic, that's like a bonus. But what do you guys think? Leave me your thoughts in the comments, guys, and I'll be happy to see you next time. Have a good one.